We can't risk the Exaltus core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and...
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is...
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question.
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot...
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades.
Technically, fighting side by side. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. In fact, Mobile Squad itself wouldn't exist. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not...
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your...
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
What a Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our master's return.
Got your cover. Let's provide cover fire. Recalibrating. Target locked. I'm not late, right? Flash attack!
One shot, one kill.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was...
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried.
Support the operation?
That's right. And we have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it.
Got it? That's meaningless.
Acting all high and mighty. I may be a rookie.
Watch it!
It's okay, as long as they really did take out the Exaltists.
Even among comrades? If you ask me, we should just take this guy away.
Hey!
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist base been completely...
Several creatures to the bed.
Other orders? What
Bunch of fools. I can't even hit. Mobile soldiers, let's move out. Over.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Come on, me and Seed Senior.
Seed, let's see Senior cool off a bit.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Secondary troops don't surprisingly good at messing things up. You'd have to call this an ambush. Already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find... Oh? Elite targets have appeared.
Fire! Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Major General Lorenz.
You're the squad his oldest spoke so highly. This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command.
You must be Mr. Lucro.
A reception banquet for
This, gun certainly has... Ah, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's on...
I'm just doing my duty. Please.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro? And he's
My troops and I have... You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't mind your tongue, after all, besides your sharp...
Major General, shouldn't we...
You're right.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the... sorry, Captain Magus.
I'll let it slide this time, Morphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned to every curse word.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also Porcelumex's other exec, and now under Lucro's lead.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two
Goodness. Commander... Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping...
Yes, Captain Magus.
Everyone! The Exaltis! The threat that plagued once again! We've brought... Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer! And let's hear it for our brilliant...
I hate to be that guy, but... is it?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up.
A typical big shot.
You're right to be concerned, Proc. There are still Exaltis stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow.
As far as I know, the key Exaltis leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltis will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishan Shifu, and the Exaltis suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major...
Yishuan, High Preceptor of you.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operator...
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings.
You might be right. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exalt.
That doesn't sound like something our...
Think of it as me trying to lift, so even when we have doubts, we can't know.
If you take action without orders, I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior...
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be...
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other... Everyone should enjoy this.
Thank you, Proxy.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro person. Besides relocating Porcelain, the dust hasn't even settled. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the defense...
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't talk...
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquei Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power. A stray like me is used to bowing and...
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. But if it's to keep you...
It's alright. Just when I was at my...
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from Tops, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within Tops? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce right. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. It's the Round Table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother, this time, Porcelumic.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a... Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason Tops has managed to maintain its...
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see...
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping...
Although he's not really a friend, I do have... He's determined to survive this brutal game. But he's also...
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful... I hope you'll never become the enemy of Cramp, and that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Soldier Orphe.
You two again?
It's not what it looks like, Orphe.
Captain Magus is asleep.
Is it time for the captain's self-talk?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain?
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is... Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphe protest?
I'm sure Orphe has her own...
Anyway, if Orphe does...
How about sharing some of those lemon...
Seed and trick...
Isn't this just a regular part of our night?
The law doesn't punish the majority.
Then, the prop...
A special mission to get rid of lemon...
Proxy, there's something I...
Let me guess. It's something that you...
That's right. Proxy, but there's a reason why...
I trust you, Orphe. Just like... Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an
intelligent construct. Can I trust...
You can trust me. Just...
I'm just a gunner. A soldier. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. That's how they would comfort me. But no. I know that I'm not some... In the disaster 11 years ago, knew the Defense Force's last remaining gemstone. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, I was also born at that time. Cloned from a legendary soldier. And designed to aid that legendary soldier. That legendary soldier's military codename was... The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call, even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life, but Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity. Still, I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with... I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being... Yet, the cold but... You all keep... I can leave those glass tanks in the past. Rather than those cold, our pasts. Although Captain Magus often... Our pasts are not what define us. As a proxy, I believe in you.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's...
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete.
Wise, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in...
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently... Could you send a message to Yishuan Sifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishuan Sifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the Defense Force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the Defense Force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes.
Aren't you over-exaggerating?
We're talking about the safety of Waifei Peninsula here. So...
All we can do now is pray that Green Quit... Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltus might be... There's no time to waste. Huh? think I just had a dream.
My disciple, Fufu, told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel and that I need to stay low and...
Word for word! The message came straight... By the way, your dear sister is here.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's...
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just look...
Did Yishuan Sufu...
Seems you're finally...
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority.
Come on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call Shifu?
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Hunting as always. Certainly sounds like...
If the Defense Force can't deal with those scoundrels, when do we set out,
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some proper rest for...
Hand over the prox!
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, and my temple isn't exactly a place where...
What's all this ramp?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that
See, Senior said that if this lady is...
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Waifei Peninsula's support...
High Preceptor Yishuan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation.
Under your protection. You mean the mayor's envoy...
The temporary restriction.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under...
Listen, you two. There's something more
Proxy. Oh, so the proxy what?
Apologies. This is my mistake.
I've never cared about military secrets. Only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Era.
Well then, Proxy. If you went so far as to defy... You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real strong...
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until... But as Guardians of New Era do, shouldn't Rinquay Summit and the Defense Force investigate?
Wise, I just received an alert.
According to real-time holo monitoring data, ether activity is rising. Warning. Ether activity across... Warning. At the current rate of holo expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian holo will breach the Zenless limit within 1,000...
What's that voice assistant rambling about?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the holo...
The Exaltus in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltus control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. The current rise in ether activity throughout the hall.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final...
Exactly. If we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical fervor?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, so essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble.
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood it.
And let's move out. Opal Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that...
But Captain Magus, weren't you just...
disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the hall.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been...
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and...
In that case, the attack plan and the operations...
Deploying all of Mobile Squad would draw too much attention. Let's regroup and launch the operation. All members of the Ogle Squad. Tomorrow's probably going to...